we have seen insertion at beginning, right? Insertion at beginning, it will be done in constant amount of time. So second insertion, that is insertion at end, we will see end of the linked list. So we have seen similar method will be there as we have seen insertion at the beginning, just it differs. Now we are assuming that we don't have last node's address. When last node address is not known, we have to find out why, and all these things we will see. So again cases will be same. First case, when linked list is empty. When empty linked list and you are inserting at end. So what will happen? Empty linked list, then the node to be inserted will be the first node. So what will happen? Again same thing, node is created, it is given null, given information field, and then this will be pointed by first, because in empty linked list you are adding one new node. So that new node becomes the first node that we have seen. This condition is similar to whatever we have explained at beginning insertion. Now in second case, when linked list is not empty, what is condition? When first is not equal to null, then this will be special case. So this is special case, this will be normal case. Assume that you have a linked list. Now in linked list, how many nodes we have that we don't know. So this may go on continuing. How many nodes? Suppose I have some information fields and I want to add a new node into this at end. So this is typical linked list we will take. Now when linked list is not empty and you are inserting at end, so you are inserting after this node, right? So anyway you are creating, in insertion case you have to create one node, new node. This is new node. Anyway you are creating always. Now as we are inserting a node at last, what will be linked? This node we are inserting as a last node at the end. So always what should be the link field of this new node? Because after insertion of this will be the last node. So as this will be the last node, always whenever you create new node, make link field as null, because anyway you are attaching it as a last. Give some information field. Now as we have said, in insertion, in singly linked list, 2 pointers we have to adjust. One pointer field I have adjusted already. Now another one only you have to adjust. So when I attach this at last, now tell me where this pointer field should point, because after this I am inserting this node. So obviously this pointer field should point to this node, right? So how to access this pointer field? Can you access? No. Yes, I should know address of this node, address of last node, then only I can access this field, right? So this one pointer if I adjust, then this insertion is over now in this case. So how to get this node's address, last node's address? What is property of last node? That you should know. Always see, property of last node is it will have null link field. Means it will not have any address. It will have null value. That is a last node, right? Now you have to find out last node's address. Now how to find out last node's address? Again there is a requirement of traversing because it has sequential access. So again same thing, I'll take temp as temporary variable. I'll check, is it last node? No. Why? Because this field is not null. This link field is not null. So when you find the last node, when its link field is null. So I'll say temp, is it last node? Whether temp's link field is null? No. Move. Whether temp's link field, see I am moving, temp will be here. Whether temp's link field is null? No. Move. Whether temp's link field is null? No. Yes, see. Then I'll move this temp again when it is not equal. Now temp points to this node. Whether temp's link field is null? Yes now. So we found out the last node's address. Now when I have last node's address, can I access this field? Yes. How to access this field? This node is pointed by temp. So temp's link field I can access now. Now where should it point? To this node. What is this node's address? In new. So if I give new address to this temp's link field, that's it. Insertion is over. So what we have done, if linked list is not empty, find the last node, then attach the new node. That's it. So what exactly we are doing here when first is not equal to null? Now see, temp is assigned first node's address initially. Then you have to move this temp until you get the last node. When you get last node, we are stopping. What is that? The condition for last node? When temp's link is null, that is last node. When we are moving, when your temp's link is not null, when we are moving temp, when temp's link is not null. So while temp link is not equal to null, then we are moving temp pointer. How to move temp pointer? Temp is given temp's link field. Now when this will stop, this movement will stop, only one statement I have in while loop. When this will stop, when this condition is false. When this condition will be false, when temp's link is equal to null. It will come here first. Temp's link null? No. Move. Temp's link null? No. Move. Temp's link null? No. Move. Now when temp comes here, we'll check temp's link null. Now this condition is false, it is null. When not null, we are moving. When is equal to null, we stop there. Means what we are getting here in temp will get address of the last node. So traversing is required in sequential, this in linked list for getting last node's address. Now this I'll get last node's address in temp. Now I have the value in temp last node's address. So I can access this field now. So out of this while loop, I have to adjust this link field only. That is given new. That's it. So before this, you are creating new node. You are giving null to this new link field. You are giving info field before this, right? So this is a general thing that we do in insertion at end. So we will write function for this. How to write function? Earlier in insertion at beginning, what I assume that first, that is pointer to the first node, I assume that it is a local variable, local to main. Now how we can do this if we assume that as global, first as global. So assume my struct node, whatever I am declaring int info, then struct node star link. See, always whenever you write program, this will be given before all the functions, so that this type you can access anywhere. Now if I create variable, we have seen how to create variable. Here also you can create. Now what does it mean? You have declared a structure and you have created a pointer variable, pointer to this structure. Now this is before all the functions, so this acts as a global variable. Anybody can access. When anybody can access, there is no need of passing to a function now. You can readily access this first node's address anywhere, in any function. So there is earlier in insertion in beginning, I have given the scenario where this first was inside main. First was declared inside main. But as now, I'll take this other form. Means how to write a program, how to understand that we will see. So this declaration of first has been given. What is other way of declaring the same structure variable? So globally you can write struct node star first. This way also you can write. Now whenever you give a global declaration, always global variables will be initialized. Always global variables will be initialized. Now in earlier case, first we have given explicitly as null, right? When it was local to main. But now as it is a global variable, it will be initialized automatically. So and it will be initialized to null. There is no requirement that you should give null here, right? Now when I have a global variable, anybody can access that. Now see, if I write this insertion at beginning now, insertion at beginning, means I am assuming that linked list has been created. In main, suppose I have written create list function that created a linked list and that has set this first, as it is global, that has created this first. I'll write in main. This is just like assume pseudo code. First is global. Create list has created a list, and in this create list can access first, because first is global, any functions can access that. So in create list you have created a list and you have set the first. So first is visible to create list, first is visible to main, first may be visible to any other functions also. There is no need of explicitly sending that as a parameter here. So now I want to do insert at end. Suppose I want to call insert at end. This call, what this should do, in whatever list you have created, in that you want to add a new node at the end. Now in this scenario, how to write? Now see, insert end, which list? Now globally it is available. Wherever this first is pointing, wherever create list creates the linked list, it will set the first address, first node's address. Suppose by this create list, what has happened? See, this create list has created this list. Assume now this first, as it is a global variable, this will be set by this create list. Now insert end. Now where you are inserting which list? This list which you have set as first node's address by create list. There is no need of explicitly passing here because this first is visible. What is this node's address? Suppose 1000. 1000 will be in this global variable. Now this is accessible here in insert end also. So what will be signature in this case? In this case, insert end, it is not returning you anything because only you are setting the first node's address, though you are inserting at last. So insert end, the signature will be void, then insert at end. Now how you want to write this function, it depends whether you want to send information field here itself or you want to read inside. So I'll say insert and end. Suppose I want to pass the value also. Insert at end 10 value. So what will be parameter? My parameter here integer, this is number I am passing. That's it. There is no need of passing this first now. Why there is no need? Because this is global variable. It is visible to insert at end also. So first is accessible here in insert at end also. Now what steps we have taken earlier? If linked list is empty, what will happen? So first step, always see whenever you are inserting, you create new node, new struct node star malloc size of what? Struct node. This new node is created. What is all these things we have already said. New has not been declared, so you have to declare that. What should be type of that? It is pointer variable. Struct node star new. New node has been created. Memory is allocated. So I'll show pictorially. See this node, this much size. Struct node size is allocated. This block of memory is pointed by new. This is new. Now I'll give information field of this. What will be information field? I am passing that to a function. So in num this 10 will be copied. This value I want to give here. So what way? This field, how to access this field? News info field. News info field is given. Which value? This num value. If you are not sending this parameter, you will be reading printf, enter the value, scanf that value into new info. So we have set information field. This is over. As always, we are adding this node at end. What will be always the link field? Always that will be null. So set that at first only. News link field is given null. So this is set. Now what is remaining? Remaining task is this either, or if linked list is empty, then this new node will be the first node. So check that special condition. If first is equal to null. What does it mean? When first is null, means it is not pointing to any. The question is whether first is accessible. Here you have not declared whether first is accessible. Yes. Why? Because first is global declaration. Global. So first is accessible here. If linked list is not created, if first is equal to null, then obviously this new created node will be the first node. in empty linked list you are adding 1, so that one node will be the first node. So what thing you have to do, only one pointer first you have to adjust here. So what you are changing, first is given new, that's it. So first will be pointing here and this will be the first node. So you are changing first in this case. If the linked list is not empty, see, I said in insertion in singly linked list you have to adjust 2 pointers. First pointer you have adjusted, news link you have adjusted. Second pointer here you have adjusted if linked list is empty. Now else, if linked list is not empty, what we have to do? For attaching this at end, you have to set this nodes, this field. How to access this field? Can you access now? No. Why? Because I don't know address of this node. So you have to get address of the last node. How to get address of the last node? In else part, we'll get address of last node. How you have done? We have done that. First temp is given first. So temp will point here to the first node. And temp we will be moving until you get last node. So while temp's link is not equal to null. When it is not equal to null, move temp. If not equal to null, move temp. Now temp's link is null, you stop, means you will set temp to the last node. While temp's link not equal to null, temp is moved. Temp is given temp's link. That's it, it will be moved. And when it will stop, when it reaches to the last node, So finally when it comes, control comes out of this loop, surely you will get last node's address in temp. Now we have last node's address, we have set new fields, information field, we have set link field, one field has been already link field already. We have set only one field you have to set is this for attaching this node to this linked list. So what you have to do, this field you will give address of this node. This field, how to access this field? When control comes out of this loop, you are getting temp as last, pointing to last node. How to access this field? Temp's link field. This is out of while loop. Out of when curly brace set is not given, only one statement is assumed to be in that particular control structure. So temp's link you are setting this field. This node's address should be here. What is this node's address? In new. So new is given. That's it. You have finished. There is no need of returning anything because first you have set. So first is global variable. If you want to do some print list, suppose print list, whether there any need to pass link this parameter? No. Whatever first you are setting, you are printing that list. See, this way you can write. It will be easier when you use global variable. It will be easier to write program, but never use global variables. Why? Inadvertently, if any of this function changes this first node's address, then there will be definitely problem. Finding out is inadvertently this happens. So always use local variables. Then less number of means you may not get errors in that case. So here this writing will be very easy if you use global. This is global. So first, before all functions, you declare structure and you give first node's address. always execution starts from main. Create list, it will create a linked list and it will set the first node's address. So you have first node's address set by create list. Then insert at end. This 10 will be passed here, num. New is created, new node is created, news information field is set, news link field is set to null. Why? Always you are adding a last node. If linked list is empty and you are inserting, then first you have to adjust, you have adjusted first. Then in else part, what? If linked list is not empty, we are doing this. Means you have to find out the last node. Last node we can find by this temp. When this loop exits, then you will get last node's address in temp and that temp's link is set to new. So this will be pointing here. That's it. This way you can write it easily if you assume first node address as a global variable. There is no need of passing, no need of returning whatever we have seen in insertion at beginning. So this is a new way of writing function by defining first as global. So see my previous video also where I have seen I have taken first as local to main. When you get local to main, first has to be initialized to null. Here I would have written struct node star first is given null because you have to set for local variables. For global variables automatically it will be initialized. So this is all about insertion at end. Now what is complexity of this? We have seen insertion at beginning. Insertion at beginning is big of 1. In constant amount of time we can do that task because there is no need of traversing. It won't depend what is the linked list size. There may be 100 nodes, there may be 1000 nodes. If you want to add at first, at the beginning, it will be done in constant amount of time. But insertion at end, if you see, you have to find out last node's address. This loop, how many times this loop will be executed? If n nodes you are assuming, it will visit, is it last, is it last, is it last, is it last. If suppose 1000 nodes are there, 1000 times this loop will be executed. So it depends on length of a linked list. If we assume length of a linked list as n, then insertion at end will be big of that size of linked list, big of n. When we say insertion at end is big of n, when you don't know last node's address and you have to find out. How can insertion at end be made big of 1? As it's very simple. While create linked list, if you store last node's address, suppose you have before insertion you have this is linked list, you have already last node's address in temp, you are setting that in create linked list also. If you maintain last node's address, then constant amount of time is required. That is, there is no need of finding out last node because you are setting last node's address in, suppose instead of temp, you are maintaining last node's address in last variable suppose. Now how this insert at end will be? It will not have all this finding last node's address and all. New node is created, new node is set. If first is not equal to null means, if it is equal to null means linked list is empty, then you are setting first, or else this is not needed here. Why? Because last node's address you have already. Suppose last node's address you are maintaining globally again, globally. So in else part, what statement will be there? Only this field you have to set. How to access this field? If you have last node's address in last link is given new. That's it. There is no need of while loop here. Why? because you are maintaining last node's address also. So when you have last node's address, then insertion at end, will it be big of n now? No. There is no need of finding out last node. Just you have to set link field. That's it. So if this big of n, if you don't know last node's address, if no last node address, if you have last node's address, if you are maintaining that, then that will be big of n only. Sorry, big of 1 only. Constant amount of time is required in that case also. So it is better always to in singly linked list actually to maintain the last node, to store the last node's address also. That will be helpful in we'll see in data structures like queues, where you have to insert for this side or this side, or deletion from one side, insertion from other side. So in that case, that will be helpful to make it big of 1. So I think this is clear. We will see other operations later.